Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be posting this thing only on YouTube because on Instagram, not many people would relate to this. My mainly my audience there is around my art. Um, so I did make this announcement on Instagram about starting spiritual counseling, and yeah, after that, like things have been in such a flow. Touch wood. So basically, I made this announcement for spiritual counseling. I was um, trying to like get more clarity about what I actually like. What do I want to cover, and what topics would I talk about, and stuff like that. And then I got more clarity. I'm just sorry about this camera, the phone thing. So while I was working on getting more clarity on the counseling sessions, I actually realized that it's not my calling is not really the counseling. It can happen on the way wherever required, but the main thing that I really want to do um, is teaching meditation. So past 7 years throughout the time of my spiritual awakening, different meditations have come to me from the beginning, and they were like channeled meditations that my guides, then I did not even know how it was happening, but it started happening with me. And some of those meditations later on, I would check something online and find that okay, there is a meditation like that, or there is a technique like that, healing technique like that, and they call it something. But there are so many that I have not come across anywhere. It's not that I search, or I don't consume much of internet um, in this regard. Initially, in my initial years, I did, because I did not know the whole spiritual awakening thing, what was going on with me. But recently I have not been doing it, so I don't know if these meditations are there online. But what has been coming to me has helped me immensely. I mean, basically that has been the main guidance through these the spirit guides, uh, the light family, the soul family, the light grid. I call them in different by different names. So my what I'm saying is my calling is basically teaching these meditations. Recently, like I mean, just yesterday I got this thing even more clearly, where I was told that um, start with teaching meditations to twin flames. Now, I I have okay, I'm a twin flame, and yeah, many interesting stories to share about that. But I don't know when I would do that. Um, from this birth, from past so many lives, and I would like to do cover that sometime. Maybe on this channel, I will talk about it. Let me know if you would like to hear about my past lives with my twin. Anyhow, I am getting carried away with something else. So, of course, I'm a twin flame, but I always believe that this journey is not just about meeting your twin and the union with twin. This journey is spiritual journey. I mean, of course, twin flame is a spiritual uh, thing, but I always knew that, I mean, I always looked at this journey as only a spiritual, like all this was all the twin flame thing happening or anything else. It was a part of me evolving as a human, or me evolving as a being rather than just a human. Me evolving as a being, going closer to the source. That's what this journey has been to me. Uh, and that's why when I initially thought of starting these counseling sessions, I said this should be for everybody who's on the path of awakening. But then yesterday I got this very specific guidance that I am actually quite vulnerable sharing this, um, because okay, I'll just say it. So what I heard was, what I heard was start with teaching meditation to twin flames. They are the army of God. Um, yeah. And when I heard, it was just words. And much later, I could make sense of things. Like, army is somebody who's, army is especially, it's a created force. They are the soldiers, they are the strong people, strongest of strong people. They are trained to guide the others, protect the others, rest of the people. Um, so the more I thought about it, the more um, I could understand the depth of it. And so I think it's important that we start. Um, s- yeah. So I would start. I would like to start with this, with a session, meditation sessions with twin flames. I would like to teach um, certain techniques which will help in union. Um, Please understand when I say union, um, it's union on all levels. So even if you have decided in the 3D life not to meet with your twin, or your twin flame, or stay away, or not to like pursue it, even then I would suggest you try and bring in this union, because um, that is some work, that's our responsibility. And union here, it doesn't necessarily mean that you meet on the earth and you live together, whatever. It means you, here in the heart, do you feel one with your twin? And if not, then what, how do you do it? Yeah. So some meditations have been happening with me, which help me every time when I felt distraught, or when I felt separated. It has brought me in union with my twin flame every time, every time. It's not a magic. You have to work for it. It's hard work. It's hard work. It's staying. It's continuous work. You have to stay alert and um, aware every moment. Um, so you know when you feel separated, and then you work for it again. So it's not that just because you know the technique, you would just be in union with your twin. It's practice, and as we go ahead, we can talk more about it. So anyhow, so these are the so there is this one particular meditation technique which, like, since yesterday, my guides, like, they kind of like, so far they were, this technique was just coming to me and I was learning it. Since yesterday, they're kind of preparing me, and uh, getting this technique, like, showing this to me from a different perspective and getting it done through me, uh, from a point of view of teaching others. So yeah, so this really is a guided, I mean, this is a channeled, guided, whatever. I am not really perfect with the terminology that is used in this field, because whatever guidance comes, it just comes from above. And um, yeah, so I have that's the only teaching that I have been following. Whatever comes from the heart and from above, from my guides, from my twin flame. uh yeah, so this, the workshop that I wish to carry out a workshop. It would be an online workshop on some platform, Zoom or Google Meet. um, uh, mm, Obviously a small workshop, because I don't have many followers here, or not many people know me. But I think that's a good thing. So I kind of get practice, or I don't know. I think it's a good thing. It's a small workshop. Uh, it might be a 3 or 4 days workshop. I'll put more details on Instagram soon. So it would be a 3 or 4 days workshop in January 2025. Let's start the year with this. I want to call it All About Union. So the workshop includes a technique, a meditation technique for coming into union with your twin flame. Um, it also includes a technique. Let me see my notes. Um, okay. Um, it also includes some tips which it's like too detailed so to discuss right now, so we'll talk about it in the workshop, but to check how, if what you're doing is working or not, so ways to check how, so we'll discuss that. Like you do this meditation and then how do you check if there's a difference or not? I'll talk about that. We'll also talk about what happens after the union, or what happens after you meet your twin flame once, twice, whatever time. What happens after that? So we'll basically, and there is a technique around that again, so that this repel effect is not, it's either lessened or the effects are reduced. Okay, so all of these techniques we'll talk about. All of these are guided by my um, angelic guides, channeled by channeled through me, but they're taught by them, and I would like to share with all the twin flames. So yeah, so that's all about the workshop. We'll have this workshop in January. I'll try and have a small Zoom or whatever online call with all of you who are interested. So to discuss the workshop and how we start off and all that, so like a 20-30 minute call, let's do that like this month, and then we can start the workshop in January. um, I'll put the details about the fees and dates. Timing dates are kind of flexible right now, but definitely first week of January, uh, we can all discuss this on that online call. So yeah, since you're here through my Instagram channel, you know how to reach out to me. So do reach out to me and tell me if you're interested, if you would join the workshop. And yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We are the army. Yeah. Bye bye. See you. I love you.